Yesterday was a late start, and today's an early start. It's gonna be a test of wills. I've got a pair of snow pants on underneath my snow pants, and I'm not wearing a belt on them, and I can feel them already going down. But my snow pants on the outside are, what are they called? Overalls. So they're gonna be held up no matter what. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be like one of them saggers. A sagger. Cool looking truck. I saw somebody had the Milestars. Except for theirs were older. I have the older ones too, and I think they're better. These little U's here have a bigger gap in between them, or maybe theirs were just older. I don't know. Maybe they open up as they get older, because they've been around for a couple years. Oh. Yeah, so we got a bunch of snow yesterday, and it pretty much just kind of made everything slippery. And right before I made that video that I made driving in the snow, excuse me, I stopped and helped somebody that had driven their car into the snowbank. And I got a shovel in my car, so I got out, and first thing you do when your car goes in the snowbank is you gotta get it dug out around it, maybe a path. But what happens is the car really can go through snow pretty well. Not with the wrong tires, but with the right tires, it can go through it really well. But what happens is snow gets accumulated underneath the car. Even in the 4Runner, which is a lot higher than a car, the snow gets accumulated underneath there, and then it starts to lift the car up. And when you lift the car up to the sufficient amount, it has no more traction. It can hold a lot of weight on a large area like that. So it's rough. And you'd think, oh, well, just the heat of the car underneath would melt it, and it kind of does, but it gets packed so solid, it's like ice. Whoa! And it's not a direct heat. The heat is above the ice. So, really, it kind of just makes it stronger. It seeps the water into it, and then as the water gets lower into the snow compact, it is colder and it freezes, so it becomes more and more solid. I'm just saying, waiting is not an option to have your car just melted out. I had my RAV4 parked on a snowbank last year, and I didn't drive it. I didn't move it around, and the snowbank stayed like a month longer than everybody else, than all the other snowbanks, just underneath the car, all in front of it, and it melted down, and it was kind of fun to watch. It looked like it was 4-buying in one spot. I don't know. I never really get it out, but that Tucker Carlson guy, he's talking with Alex Jones. Both those guys are only half truthers, and Why would you want to tell half of the truth? To get some money? To mislead people? So, you know, we can take things that they say, and you can take it for more than a grain of salt, but you gotta look at the source. You gotta think of the areas that this information can be manipulated to make you feel a certain way, do a certain thing. It's amazing the things that you see when you start to look around. And I mean, the stuff that's around me right now, I just automatically see it, I feel. But you see, we lived our lives all the way up to these points. It's like a shock every time. Oh, it goes back that far? You're like, when I was a kid, it wasn't this bad at all, was it? And you're like, nah, it wasn't this bad. And then the transgender investigators are doing things on all the movies back then, all the shit back then. It was all switcherooed. Everything back then. Politics were still fake back then too. We were still on the road to the New World Order. I think about my mom. She grew up in the 50s. She was born in 1950. And in school, they're doing the atomic bomb drills and shit. Oh, we gotta get under your desk. It's like an earthquake drill, but we call it bomb. An air raid drill. Programming the children. It never happened, but boy, they said it was gonna happen to all those children. Come on. Come on. Don't go underneath there. Come on. I could wear my snowshoes again. Did I say that I hurt my back when I was helping the person? Oh man, I hurt it. It's like you try to pick up something that's way too heavy. I must have been pushing wrong. Oh God. But let's just do getting hot. Let's just do the mind over matter thing. I mean, it's not killing me, it's just a muscle thing. I'm not stressing it out now. We'll just build it back. The sensation that I feel is not pain, it's regrowth. Here we go. Oh yeah. Except for come here. Can we fix your feet? There you go. She doesn't want to fix them. But then when she fixes them, you can tell that she's having a better time walking. Oh, this rope is right where my back is hurt. Not hurt. They're talking about the border crisis. People are like, oh, America's gonna get invaded. But you see, that's one thing that is kind of misleading. They don't want it. It's not gonna be like this. But with a one world government, you would imagine that you could freely go to any place that you wanted to go. You want to go live in Holland? Well, it's the same government. You just do the paperwork. I'm gonna go live here. Why do you gotta do paperwork? I don't know. They gotta keep track of you. Your cattle. If they didn't know where you were, then how would they take care of you? What does take care of you mean? Like, take care of them. But they want total control, like I just said. They fill out the paperwork, take the right things with you, pay the right amount of fees. And they'll give you the car that nobody owns. It'll probably just be a robot shows up, a robot car shows up. They're probably gonna have real cold demeanor. I'm hurting. I'm gonna sit down. All this stuff that people do to each other, like this chi and acupuncture and everything. What if you're me? And the only person you have to stick needles in you is your dog. Focus. Yeah. It did it. The iPhone did it. What? What? Huh? You wanna go swimming? What are you talking about? Guru. I'm trying. Oh, here I go. Somebody down there? Is there an animal down there? You wanna eat him? I saw mink here. I've seen otters. That seems like it. He's probably whining about the Kraken. The Kraken. Not the Kraken, but the cracking that's happening from the ice breaking. The Kraken. Begin the cracking. I mean, release the cracking. Oh, man. You know, there's times when it hurts so bad. It's like, you're dying. You hold your breath and everything. And then you move a little bit and it gets to that spot. And it is the same spot that I can hold my back in at any time in my life. But that spot at that moment is just like being in heaven. The pain is gone and whatever, it just feels warm, almost like a hug. I mean, it's probably the blood and everything inside there, you know, swollen, but oh, it's just so nice. I don't know the guy's name. I saw some video. He died. And then he came back. He's talking about, in the beginning of the video, some preacher is on there. Well, he says this is not religious in any way. He just wants to tell his story. He's quoting scripture like he knows it back and forth. He's like, yeah, when I died, the devil came, was talking to me in the best voice I ever heard in my life, better than any kind of music, saying, just give up, stop breathing, blah, blah. You can have it all. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. And then he's like, wait, that's not God. God wouldn't want me to do it. I just asked God for more time. So he says, you gotta be careful of the voices you listen to. All these things, I mean, what kind of feeling do you get about God? The big G, the guy that made Satan and all these other things out to get you. Well, when you think about him, like, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to fix any of this. People say, oh, well, you know, he lets it go and he lets it go. And then he comes back and you don't want him to fix it. It's like, I don't want him to fix it? What's that mean? He's gonna kill you and send you to hell. The God is gonna kill me and send me to hell because I did bad things in his bad thing world. In his world full of bad things. I mean, does God really know what people are? What we're like? What we're capable of being led to do? Well, of course he does. He made us, right? Or is it like one of those, I'm gonna make a people. And then he makes a people and he's like, whoa, what the fuck's it doing? I didn't design it to do that. I guess. Maybe. Whoa! That was fucked. Come on. Let's go look at this. What's going on over here? Wait. Come on. Quit pulling me the wrong way. Wait. is this? I've never seen it like this. Wait. Is the tide going down? Is that what it's doing? Guess that's from after it stopped snowing. Man, the phone's having trouble. When the sky glows like this, it's usually gonna snow. Come on. What is it focusing on? Why does it change? Come here! Listen. You're getting a little bit too comfortable. Come on, focus. You fucking piece of shit. What's that? I can see it fine. Fuck you. What's that over there? What is that over there? Oh, good job. The iPhone is sucking. Come on, man. I'm tired of it. I'm gonna turn it off. Alex Jones and whatever, what's that guy's name? Tucker Carlson. They're fakers.